Hello.
Hello, you.
And welcome to a...
Very bright. Look, I'm very bright today.
Oh, you're quite clever sometimes.
Anyway, it is Saturday again. Welcome. We are off to Cornwall because it's my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
As you may or may not know, we have an electric EV car. It's 180 plus miles to my parents, but the car doesn't do that in one go.
Well, sometimes it can.
That's true. So this is more about the journey of going on a long distance with an electric car.
Oh, okay.
And I think we're going to stop for cake at a farm shop.
I hope so.
Right, we'll see you in the car when we can explain more. Okay. So I want to show you, currently the car is at 97% battery. I can do 136 miles, but that changes based on your driving at the time and
how many hills there are.
And how many hills you are. That doesn't give enough miles to get all the way there, so we're going to have to make some stops.
It's 9:10.
It's 9:10. We've got 180 miles to go. Yeah, we'll see you on the road.
It's like Phileas Fogg.
Oh, I love those crisps.
So we have 80% battery, 132 miles, and we're at Starbucks.
So we're at Cornwall, which I'll show you. I'll show you. Cornwall. I think that was 32 miles from when we left. You're like, why have you stopped at 32 miles? Because we want breakfast. That's why we stopped.
Yeah. It's worth saying that the car's Renault Zoe GT and it's from Onto, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you said what car it was.
Yeah, I was going to come to that.
I'm going to go get some Starbucks.
Dave's going to get coffee, so, and a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Thanks, right. So got 132 mile range left. Considering we've gone 30 miles, it's only dropped, what, 4 miles? So it's down to my driving style. Who'd have thought my driving style was any good? The reason we're here is because here at Cornwall, the Starbucks on the A31 is that Instavolt charger. And as David said, and we may have mentioned before, that we have our car from Onto. Onto is a subscription service. We pay a monthly fee, and what's included is all servicing, all insurance, including charging. But the charging is free only if you go to their partners, which are currently Shell, BP Pulse, and, spoiler alert, Instavolt. And that's why we've stopped here, because there's an Instavolt charger here at the Starbucks on the A31. So what we found when we came to my parents last time is that it's a nice place to stop, and it gives us a chance to have a drink, have some food, always keep your passenger happy, and David loves a Starbucks, so stop here for him and for me and do a bit of a charge. On this app you can see where all the chargers are and you can plot your route using it, which is what we've done. This is a 50 kilowatt charge, so it's quite quick. There's one that we may use on the way home, which is 120 kilowatts, which is even super quick, but obviously you get what you can get when you need it. Whilst David is getting coffee, I am going to charge the car. What I first need to do is flip open the hatch where the charging point goes, and in the Zoe there's a little button there. There you go. Click on that. There we go. Flap open. I'll show you the next bit, but because we're on a busy road, it's going to be very difficult to hear. What I need to do, tap that card onto the card reader and then plug in the charging point to the hole in the front of the car. It will all make sense. There we go. Open the flap. Oh. Open the flap. Tap my card. Authorising. Lovely. Plug in. There we go. Wait for it to go green. Waiting for connection. Can you hear me? There we go. Charging. Oh, back in the car. So simple as that. That card came with a subscription, but if you don't have one, you can just use a normal tap card. But I ain't paying for power when I don't need to. As you can see now, the thing says it's in use. And on the app, it also says one in use as well. So you know before you get here whether there's going to be a charger for you to use. Dashboard will show, oh look, mileage just popped up then. We've got 133 mile range, and you can tell it's charging because you've got the little connection in, and you get that on the screen telling you how long it will take. Now just waiting for David to bring refreshments back. We'll sit here, eat those, and then we'll see how much charge we put in. Oh, so we've had breakfast. Would have shown you it, but you don't want to see my dirty burger, and David had sausage sandwich, and no one wants to see that. Update on charging at 87%. We've got a range of 145 miles, but that's on the current history of driving so far. My parents are 136 miles away from where we are, and there's lots of hills. Going up hills in an electric car does kind of zap the power, doesn't it?
It does. And also, when we get to your parents, we want quite a bit of battery still left over, because last time we went to your parents and tried to charge the car there, none of the chargers were working.
No.
So it was a bit of a scramble to try and find a charger.
So the plan now is to stop in 60 miles at...
Lovely farm shop.
It is. It's called Heron Farm. That's just outside Honiton.
Lovely.
So we're going to drive to that one and have a bit of cake. Basically, we'd like to stop off just to eat.
It's a good excuse. Need to charge the car. Oh look, there's a Starbucks.
Need to charge myself. Right, let's unplug and then we'll see you in a bit.
Well, there's red on the map there. We're in a traffic jam. So when we get to the farm shop, we'll tell you how long we've got left until we get to Cornwall. But it's fantastic views up here.
We're lovely in it. Moody sky.
Moody.
Well, always.
And we're stuck in a bit of a traffic jam. Random place for it. But it's so pretty around here. It's lovely.
Beautiful. So we're heading into Honiton.
Going for tea and cake. I'm so excited.
It's such a cute little farm, but it's in the middle of nowhere.
It is, yeah, it is. You join us on a dirty road.
Ooh, dirty.
Dirty. 1 minute away, 0.3 miles. We're in Weston. It's lovely, it's so pretty.
It is so beautiful around here.
Turn right, then your destination will be on the right.
Here we go. It's a vineyard and a farm.
It's open 9 till 4 today.
Oh, lovely. This is where we find out the chargers are being used.
Well, one is.
One definitely is. The other one's green. Yay!
Yay!
How lovely is it round here?
Ta-da!
So, the scores on the doors. 112 miles left on that last charge, and we're at 57%. Just going to check the distance to my parents from here. 76 miles for an hour and 49.
Okay, so still got quite a bit to go yet.
Yeah, we're going to charge the car.
Yep.
Oh.
I think there's someone who wants to use the charger next to you as well, so we need to go and get it done.
Oh, sorry about that. I got interrupted. So mad. Oh, we got here just in time because...
He wasn't very happy, was he?
No. Yeah, there's two chargers. That car was already using one. We're now using that one. Man turned up, wanted to know if we're using the charger, but I was vlogging. I mean, got a vlog before the charge. Yeah, there is an order of things. So he is now in the position where we've been, which is awful. You turn up somewhere,
yeah,
planning your charge, and it's now been taken. I'm really sorry, but
then he started like pulling at the neighbour's car.
Yeah, I think he tried to unplug the one next to it. Not that he could park here anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was just working out. We've got 76 miles, did I say to my parents? About an hour and 20. I've got capacity for 115.
Well, I'm out of capacity. I'm full.
But I know going into Cornwall, there's quite a few hills, and that really does rinse the battery. So as much charge as we can get in, because the charges in the village where my parents live, if they work, are very low. So it take a while. So quick recap. Battery's on 60%. It will take about an hour to charge it to 100. But we're stopping off here at Heron Farm.
Definitely need a wee-wee.
Should we go and get tea and cake?
Yeah. There's a little heron. You've got a little outdoor kitchen for you to clean up if you've been having a little barbecue.
Washing mitts.
Washing your mitts, washing your bits, yeah, and their little farm. You can imagine in the summer it's lovely. Look at the outdoor space. A little restaurant you can have your dinner in. Lovely. Really like it here.
Recycled plastic.
Recycled plastic. Placemats. Hello, so quickly, because it's very loud in here, we've ordered tea. David's got a vegan flapjack. I've ordered soup of the day. David's got a side of chips, and I've got some halloumi coming. As you can hear, it's quite noisy. It's a bit busy as well. There we go. That's what it looks like inside. That's what David looks like drinking his tea. More people down there. But it's lovely, lovely atmosphere. Homemade cake, homemade food. Right, we'll show you the food when it arrives. Can you hear me? Bye. Dinner done. It is, 5 to 1. It's on 99%. Unlock it. David returns the gun and closes the flaps.
That was eventful.
You would have seen the bit of filming that I did telling you what we had for food. Here's the photos. I had the soup of the day, which was like a curried cauliflower. All right there, David.
Brilliant events. You're looking at cauliflower soup, so you won't get to see that.
Curried cauliflower. That was delicious. I also had the most amazing halloumi fries.
They were good.
They were good. You had chips and a vegan flapjack, didn't you?
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, mine wasn't anything special, but I wanted to go playing because we were on a road trip.
Yeah. The man who turned up just after us who wanted the charger, he came over to me while we were eating saying, can I possibly nip in? I'm like, not really. And then I got to a certain level, about 80%, and then I did the right thing and said, come and charge your car. But then the car next to us that was already charging had gone, so he had that space.
The issue was last time I came to Cornwall, as you would have known, we really struggled to find a charger.
Yeah.
So like the nice thing to do was let him come in. We would have put ourselves in the same situation as last time where we didn't have enough miles.
If the chargers in the village where my parents live aren't working again, because that causes all kinds of panic, which we will put it in that blog up there.
Yeah.
So it is 1 o'clock. David needs to program in the final destination for my parents.
Oh, we don't want final destination. Don't say final destination. Have you seen those films?
Yeah, I know. David's going to program in where we're going.
You made friends with the man next door, though, didn't you, eventually?
We made our peace. He is also an On2 subscriber, and he's had it for 3 days, and he's heading into Cornwall. And he's on... What's he on? Oh, he's on 69%. But going into Cornwall, you want to be quite high with your percentage of your battery.
I'm going to edit here while he tells me the postcode.
PM 77 miles, and we've got that current driving style. That's right, we've got 193, which is good because if we can't charge it at my parents, it gives us enough to kind of get back to here tomorrow. Anyway, let's get on the road. It's like American Werewolf in London.
It is very, very foggy. Just starting to snooze. I've done really well to stay away the whole journey.
Well, that's not true. You've been snoozing all the way.
It's not true.
You've had heavy eyes.
Heavy eyes, I say.
So we've got 97 miles left on the range of the car with 2 miles to go. So I feel like we've got enough, should we need to, if we can't charge, to get to the big charger.
Very, very foggy.
Right, next time you see us, we might be charging the car again. Oh, we're very exciting this vlog, isn't it? We are at the Pod Point charger. This charger is run by Pod Point. Now, the joys of electric cars is that for some of the chargers, you can do pay-as-you-go. This is Pod Point.
So you need an app.
You need to have the app. And also you need to load money onto your account before you can use it.
And you need a cable.
And you need your own cable on this occasion. On a day-to-day basis, because we don't have a charger at home, even though we've got the free cards to use, they're not really convenient for where we live. So I often go to Lidl. Even though one of the benefits of On2 is that you get free charging, you don't get free charging currently with Pod Point. So when I go to Lidl to charge the car, I have to pay for it, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
It's not a lot of money, is it?
In the scheme of things, compared to petrol or diesel, it's not at all.
Yeah.
For using this charger, you have to plug in your cable, find the charger on the app, and then activate it on the app.
Cool.
Do we need to do that? We need to get out and go to the wet, don't we?
I know, but it's wet outside.
We don't want to go out.
I need a wee-wee.
He does need a wee-wee.
We dropped off the bugs at Ian's parents and bags at Ian's parents, and I was like, oh, we go straight back out, are we? I'm like, I need a wee-wee.
Don't need to ask, just have a wee. Right, charger at the back.
Do you want me to film you from a distance?
All right, Bette Midler.
So he's fiddling with the hatch.
What we didn't say is that with On2, can you hear me?
Speak up a little bit.
I'm trying to. Oh.
Did he bang his head?
They give you a cable.
Oh yeah, they do.
Plug the cable, select it in the app. It says checking in progress. I've confirmed the charge. When we came here the first time, just at Christmas, the lights weren't on and we had a very similar
issue.
Here on the dashboard, look, got flashing green, and the connector at the front on the car is showing red. Look, red not good. Oh, bloody hell. That's joyous. Right, David's swapping over to B. Checking in progress. Oh, flashing green. Gonna confirm charge. Flashing green on there. Can you see the green? Bloody damp, innit?
It is.
Oh, what's happening? I mean, it's flashing green. I feel like that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
It says there's 3 sockets available. Idiot, look, it says charging on the app. That says available, that says charging.
I mean, it's not gone up any percent yet, so I think we should wait to see if it goes up a percent.
And also whether it drops off after 15 minutes. Because you've got a claim within 50 minutes of plugging your car in, I'm just going to wait to see if it actually makes a difference. Okay, so I don't know what happened. I went and wiggled the cable in the front of the car.
She went, I woggled it.
And then on the dashboard, we started getting the information saying it's charging. So it'll take 4 3/4 hours, which will mean pretty much at 7:45 tonight, it'll be fully charged.
Nice.
But I don't need it to be fully charged, but we will leave it and then come back.
I'm going to wait for it to go up a percent before we go out and walk through.
The battery charge started going up, so we feel like we can just leave it now and then come back later.
It's crap.
It's about an hour later and I've realised in the app that the battery is still at 55%. So something's gone wrong. So we've just walked back.
Half a mile.
Oh, and it's not green anymore. It's flashing. It's got a red thing. That is not a good sign. Bloody thing. Yeah, that's not really working, is it? I'm going to try the one over there for what it's worth. Right, David's plugging it in. Confirm. So it says been confirmed. It's gone green. It's not flashing green.
Oh, so how was that battery?
We come out of that spare battery.
Camera battery.
Battery fun. We resolved the battery issue with the car. We realised that we don't like those chargers.
It was going up like 1% every 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and we were just like, we can't sit here. And then it started raining, and if the weather was terrible.
Also, I didn't want to leave the car in case the same thing happened and it cut off again, because I want to come back because it was a bit of a 10-minute walk, and you saw what the weather was like yesterday. So we cut our losses. We got enough to where we need to go for our first charge on the way home. And look, we're on the way home.
Yeah.
Look at the weather. It's much different today.
Yeah, much nicer skies. Just lovely. We had a lovely weekend. Lovely seeing your parents. Lovely hanging out with them.
Yeah.
They fed us and fed us and fed us and fed us and fed us.
Oh my God, I was so full.
Fed us some more.
My mum doesn't take no for an answer. She's such a feeder. It's lovely. But
She just kept bringing out food. I'm like, stop with the food.
Yeah, that's where I get it from. I've also got a boot full of stuff, which my parents have given me, which we'll show you when we get back.
We've got vacuum cleaners and all sorts.
Some of it was so random. At the moment, we've got enough mileage for 103 miles.
We need to go 82.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the diner.
Turn left, then your destination will be on the left.
Whoop, 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 whoop. There they are.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, so update on mileage. We've got 42 miles left based on my current driving. So that's not bad going, considering we only thought we had about 20 mile leeway.
So there's American Diner here. We've stopped here before.
Route 303.
It sells lovely stuff.
If you weren't going in the diner, you got that view.
Well, we could just sit here.
Anyway, we need to charge the car. David's on charging duty, so while he does that, this charger is 120 kilowatts. So it's a super fast charger. By comparison, the one we struggled with in the village at my parents' was 7 kilowatts. The one we had on the way down was 50 kilowatts. David's yawning. Screen says waiting for EV. Oh, there we go. It's in use. Yay! So it's at 20% the battery. It'll take 2 hours to fully charge, but we don't need to be fully charged. To get home from here, it's 91 miles. Need enough juice to go at least 91 miles. Got 45 currently. Oh, and also it's dropped. The full charge will be an hour and 25 minutes.
Wow.
It's already gone up by 2%. Oh. Super fast charger, isn't it?
It is. It's going like...
If you wonder why it's called the Route 303 restaurant, it's because it's at the tail end of the A303. See what they did there?
Oh?
So we're in the diner. It's very busy. David's drinking a bud in an apple juice glass. I've got Pepsi. My garlic bread with cheese has arrived, and David's just having a small snack. Considering we had lunch at my parents at 1, it's now
I'm going to share it with you.
4 o'clock, and our friends are making us dinner. David's got a few nuggets and chips and a bit of salad and peas and everything else. Battery's already 56%. It feels like it's going up 1% every minute, so that's good. We've got a friend, someone's come to join us.
That might be why it slowed down.
Oh yeah, I noticed that the charging had slowed down a bit, and that's because it's 125 joint, so when someone else comes along it slows down a bit. But where are we at? There's the dirty car, a lovely dirty Zoe. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? We've added 87 miles. Battery's at 75%. This would have cost us £12 if we were paying for it, but we're not. Remember, we're using the card that came with the car. I've got enough for 150 miles. Stop charging, and back he goes. Oh, David's pulling up his trousers. Always close your flap. Job done. We've got, as I said, 91 miles to go. I know this is a bit like countdown, all these numbers, or bingo or lottery. We've got 91 miles to go, so got a range of 153 miles and we're at 77%. So we should have 63 miles left. Oh, what time is it?
What time is it? It's 6:39.
Got back with 63 to go. Very dark, you can't see us.
Should we see you in the morning?
Yeah. It's not the morning.
Is it not? I feel quite tired.
So you saw we got back and we did have 63 miles left on the range. And you might be thinking, oh God, you're so obsessed. I'm like, yes, I admit we have what is called range anxiety.
Someone's been Googling their condition.
No, no, that's not what would come up. Yeah, range anxiety is a thing. I think it's one of the reasons why it's stopping people from taking electric cars, because they just think they're going to stop in the middle of a road somewhere and that's it. It goes kaput. But yeah, I've definitely got it, especially for longer trips.
So it's not size anxiety, it's range anxiety.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It sounds like we're not happy with the car. We are. I really love that car.
It's a great car.
It's revolutionised our little world here in Southampton. For short trips and popping around town and just going local, brilliant, no problem. As you've seen, we've got those cards we can charge for free. And also I popped to Lidl and charge it because I'm quite happy to pay
£2.
Yeah. And at some point we will consider getting a home charger. But part of the rationale of not getting one now is that we didn't know if we were going to keep the car. We still don't know if we're going to keep the car.
Is that why you're not washing it?
Yes, that's the reason. Yes, absolutely.
It really needs to go car wash.
It does. At the moment, there's a government grant, I think, until March this year that you can get a discount on your installation for your home charger, but we don't qualify because we don't own that car and we've not rented it or subscribed to it long enough. So at some point, we'll consider it.
Yeah.
But the range anxiety only really gets to us when we go on those long trips to parents. And
Yeah.
the reason we got the Zoe is because it has, for a small car, quite a long range.
Yeah.
Depending on your driving, obviously, because we're going to my parents and David's parents for such a short time at the moment, we have to go on a Saturday and come back Sunday. We really don't want to be spending time fanning around trying to find a fast charger so we can get it charging ready for the return trip. And I'm not saying there aren't any chargers in Cornwall, which I don't think I made it clear earlier. There are definitely chargers in Cornwall, but there's very few ones that are fast chargers that we can use for free. And I don't want to spaff a load of money trying to charge them up quickly. And also I don't want to spend the time not being at my parents. So,
Well, I think that's the main thing, having to drive somewhere, because they're not local, and then having to drive somewhere, charge it up, stay there, miss out on time with the family. It might be an hour, 2 hours. You can't be doing that when you're going to see family.
So which is why we're choosing those really fast chargers on the way down there to try and get as much juice in as possible. So that's the rationale, yeah. There are definitely chargers everywhere, but we want the fast ones because for those long trips, we kind of
We're
need...
speed queens.
Yeah. If you wanted to dip your toe in the EV water and you wanted to consider onto as a subscription, I can't say the words. This isn't a plug. Well, this kind of is a plug. Here's a code on screen that is our referral code. We pay for our car every month.
We're turning into those people.
No, we pay for our car every month. But what I used is I used someone's referral code. And
Yeah, we did.
No,
they got 50 quid and we got 50 quid.
yeah, so I'm just saying if you did want to consider using Onto, our code is here on the screen and also in the description below.
Got excited about the money.
Who doesn't? But yeah, 50 quid, it's not an insignificant discount on your booking.
We pay £400 a month for the car, don't we? All in.
In theory. So, as I said, we did need to pay for additional charging if you use those 3 charging places. But yeah, 400 quid all in. If you wanted to add an additional driver, I think it's £10 a month, which I think is really good.
And we've actually paid £600 a week for a car. Before,
Oh God! For last summer, I wish I knew about Onto last summer or the summer before, because we rented that car to go to trips to see parents. That was near off 600 quid for about 10 days.
Yeah.
And this car is 400 quid for a month.
Yeah.
So if you're considering
Including fuel.
including fuel, including insurance, including servicing, road tax, congestion charge. So if you're considering going away on holiday in the UK this year and you want to rent a car, I think you might want to consider looking at the Onto website, just because you might get yourself something a lot cheaper than if you go into a rental place. Plus they deliver it to your front door and they will pick it up from your front door. And you get it for a month. The only downside was that Onto expanded so quickly last year that we had to wait a month. It was a month, but then they extended it. It was 5 weeks before we got a car. So if you're going away anytime soon, not worth it. If you're going away in the summer, you might want to have a little look. I'll leave a link upstairs and downstairs.
And use the code.
Yeah, if you don't, you don't. But it's there if you want it. We love it. It's changed our lives. At some point, I did need to wash that car, but not going to be this weekend, is it?
No. Anyway, we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I hope it was useful. If not, sorry. We've got range anxiety. Thanks for coming with us on our journey.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you next weekend in the next video.
Bye.